Do you want to create a Gantt chart without using any special software? In this tutorial, you'll learn how to make a simple and professional Gantt chart directly in Microsoft Word, perfect for planning projects, tracking timelines, and staying organized. So without wasting any more time, let's dive into the video. Now, as you can see, the Word document is not in the landscape mode. So we need to convert this. For that, what we can do, we can just go to layout. Here you'll see the option for orientation and just choose the option landscape. Once you do that, just here you're gonna type the title for your chart. I'm gonna type just Gantt chart as it is. Okay, I can just select the text, make it a bit bigger, something like this. Give this here underline and let me make it bold. Then we can change the color. Let's say I go with this one, and we can just align it to the center by clicking on this option. Now we'll just proceed with the chart. So for now we'll just hit enter 2 times. Okay, then here we're gonna insert the table. So for that, click on insert. Here choose the option table. Now you can just choose the table from this, and also if you click on insert table, they'll let you to choose the column and rows according to your need. In my case, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the trick to distribute the column perfectly, and this is how it goes. So firstly, we just gonna select the rows, like how many rows we want. Let's say I choose 8, and instead of selecting the columns, we'll just proceed with 2 columns. Okay, now we can just shift this line to the left like this, and now we're gonna insert the columns here. So for that, we'll select all of these cells, then go to layout and click on this option split cells. Now here you need to enter your number of columns. In my case, 12 columns I need, so I'll just enter 12 and just click on OK. And yep, you can see we got the perfect columns here, and all of them are distributed equally. Now we can enter the info here. Firstly, I'm gonna type here task 1, and as you can see, we are getting the text just like this text which we have added here, like underline. The text is also bold. So in order to convert that, we can just select all of these cells, and here you can just click on this and click on this again in order to like reset everything. Now we can here type task 1. I put all of my info here, and you might have noticed that all of the columns which we have distributed equally are not distributed now. In order to solve this issue, what you can do, you can just simply select all of these cells again, just like this. Okay, and now we'll again head over to this menu layout and just click on this option distribute columns, and yeah, you can see that we are getting this kind of error, like the September text and November text are not getting fit into these cells. In order to solve that, what you can do, one thing, like again we can go to layout tab, then here you have the option margins and set this on narrow. Now we can just stretch this table to this point. Okay, so December is getting fit into the cell, but November and September are still getting the problem. So we can do one more thing now, like we can select all of this text just like this. And also guys, it is quite obvious that you can also make this short, something like this, but I don't want that. I want my full text to be visible. So for that, either I can just select this text and make it smaller just like this, but it will look uneven. So for that, what we're gonna do, we'll just select all of these cells and just make small every single cell. So I think 10 would look good. Okay, the problem is solved. Now we're gonna again select all of this cell and go to layout and just click on distribute columns again to distribute them equally. We are gonna do one more thing, that we should reduce this gap. You can see that they have created the gap here, and in order to like solve that, you can just again select all of these cells and now click on distribute rows, and yeah, you can see the gap is gone. And yeah, at this point we are good to go, like everything is looking good the way we want. And now we can proceed with creating Gantt chart process, and it's quite easy. Firstly, we're gonna increase the height here so that the chart will look appealing. So I'll just select all of these cells, like including task 1. Now what we can do, we can head over to layout again, and from here we can increase the height to something like this. Okay, and I guess this will look good. And also if you want to type anything at the end of the chart, you can type that too. Like here you just need to click, and the header is right here in the center, and in order to shift it to the left, we can just change the alignment, like just set it on left. And now here you can just type anything you like. I'll just type table 5.2, and the text is bold. I wanna unbold it, so I can just select that, make it unbold, and remove the underline. You can change the font too and change the color too. It's up to you, whatever you like, you can just go with that. Also right here the space between chart and this text is bigger, so we can just like reduce that from here. Okay, it's time for the main part, how you gonna insert bars here. Like my task one gonna last till February, so I can just select this sales till February, then go to layout. I think the option is not here, so we should go to table design, and yep, just right here we have the option shading. So just click on this and just choose the color you like to put here. I think I'll go with this color. Okay, now it's time for the task 2. This task will last me till April, like from February to April. I'll select the sales from February to April, then again click on this time I'm gonna choose this color. So it's up to you, whichever color you like, you can proceed with that. Now let's say this task here will last from February to July. I can select that, click on this one again, and right here you can see lot of colors are here. Whichever you like, you can choose that. Also you can click on more colors here, you will get to see this kind of window. From here you can just choose manual color, you can enter the values. Also you have this window here, from here you can choose the color you like, but in my case I'm just gonna proceed with this first color again. Now let's say you wanna add anything on these bars, how you can do that? So it's quite easy. Let's say I wanna like enter the text here. So for that we just need to select all of these cells, then head over to layout menu again, and here you need to click on this option merge cells. And yep, all of these cells on this particular area are merged, and now we can enter the text we want. Let's say type the text here, create roadmap. Now I can again select this text. If I want to make it bigger or smaller, I can do that from this window. Okay, it is up to you, whichever changes you want to do, you can do that from home menu. Okay, also let's say you don't want to merge these cells, but instead you just want to insert the text box. How you can do that? It's quite easy too. For that you just need to again head over to this menu, insert, then click on text box. Since you want to create the text box, so we'll click on draw text box. Now you can just create the text box over to the cells where you wanna like create the text box. I wanna create right here, so I can just create the text box right here. Now just enter the text which you wanna write here. I'll just type create dashboard. And also guys, let's say you wanna move this box to any cell you like, how you can do that? For that you just need to like move your cursor over to the edge of the box, then just hold your left click and you can just move it around and put anywhere you like, here, like it's up to you. Okay, and also you can just select the text. Also you have the same options if you head over to home tab, and let me align it to the center. I can do that, I can underline it, and as I said, you can do whatever changes you like. Now many people would love to highlight the border of their chart, so for that you can just select all of your table, like just select all of these cells, then we can head over to this tab, table design. Here you have the option borders. So firstly we're gonna choose the thickness of the border, so just click on this and choose the thickness. I think this 3 point would be great. If I select that, then go to borders and choose outside borders, and yeah, the border is highlighted and it's looking pretty good. Now we're gonna highlight a particular cell or particular task, how you can like do that. So for that similarly we're gonna select the cell. Okay, then again head over to table design. Here choose the thickness. Again we're gonna leave it on 3 point and choose the color of your border. So let's say I choose green here. Okay, and set it on outside border. Alright, the particular cell is highlighted. Now let's learn how you can insert a row or column after creating the Gantt chart. At this point my Gantt chart is ready to go, but let's say I wanted to insert the row here just above the task 4. How I can do that? Just here we need to select any of this cell on task 4. Then we're gonna like go to layout. Here you have the option for insert above, insert below. Like if you wanna insert the row above, then click on this option. If you wanna insert the row below, you can go with this one. But if you wanna insert the column, for that you have these options. We wanted to insert the row above, like I wanted to insert the row just above the task 4, so I'll just click on insert above, and yep, there you go, we got the row. And of course they have copied the row as it is, so that's why we have these colors here. In order to remove this, just select this cells, go to table design, click on shading and choose the option no color. And right here you can just do any changes you like. You can just enter your task name and fill all this information if you like. And yeah guys, it is that easy to create Gantt chart in Microsoft Word. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, consider subscribing my YouTube channel. I'll meet you in the next one. Bye bye.